Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about numbers that quietly tell a powerful story. At first glance, they may look like simple percentages. But when we slow down and really listen to them, they begin to speak. These figures reflect changing times, shifting habits, and evolving audiences. They are not just statistics, they are mirrors of society. Each year leaves behind a footprint, and each footprint has meaning. Let us begin by understanding that high numbers do not appear by accident. They are earned through trust, attention, and emotional connection. When people gather in large numbers, it means something resonated deeply. In earlier years, viewership reached remarkable heights. Those moments represented shared experiences across generations. Families sat together, watching the same screen, feeling the same emotions. The mid-2000s were especially symbolic. During that period, the first and second segments showed strong engagement. The second part, in particular, consistently attracted massive attention. This tells us something important. Audiences were willing to stay, to wait, and to continue watching. Retention was strong, and interest remained alive. As time moved forward, the numbers continued to fluctuate. Some years climbed higher, others dipped slightly. Yet even the dips carried significance rather than weakness. A decline does not always mean loss. Sometimes it reflects diversification of choices. Sometimes it shows that people are watching differently, not less. By the mid-2010s, the figures once again showed resilience. Despite competition from digital platforms, attention remained substantial. That endurance deserves recognition. The second segments often stood out during these years. They consistently pulled higher percentages. This suggests anticipation and emotional buildup played a key role. People were not just watching casually. They were invested. They wanted to see how things unfolded. Moving closer to the late 2010s, we notice subtle changes. The overall pattern becomes more balanced. The gap between segments begins to shift. This balance reflects a changing rhythm of consumption. Viewers began engaging in shorter bursts. Attention spans adapted to modern lifestyles. Yet, even then, the numbers remained impressive. Millions were still tuning in. The collective experience was not gone. The early 2020s brought new challenges. Global events changed daily routines. Media consumption patterns transformed rapidly. During this time, percentages naturally adjusted. But adjustment does not equal disappearance. It means transformation. People watched while multitasking. They watched through different devices. They watched in new ways. The figures from these years highlight adaptability. Despite uncertainty, engagement continued. That alone speaks volumes. Later years show a gradual stabilization. The numbers may not match earlier peaks. But they reflect a more fragmented media world. In a world of endless content, holding attention is harder than ever. And yet, these events still do. That is not something to overlook. The first segments show loyalty. The second segments show commitment. Together, they paint a complete picture. Every percentage point represents real people, real moments, real memories. When we look at the most recent data, we see hope. We see recovery. We see renewed interest. The rise in later figures suggests momentum. It suggests that relevance has not faded. It has evolved. Tradition still matters. Shared cultural moments still matter. People still crave connection. These numbers remind us that audiences are not disappearing. They are redistributing. They are redefining how they engage. What remains constant is emotion. Stories still move people. Events still unite people. The lesson here is not about comparison. It is about continuity. It is about endurance. High peaks tell us what is possible. Lower valleys tell us what has changed. Both are equally valuable. Looking ahead, the future is not bleak. It is dynamic. It is full of opportunity. If attention is earned, it will return. If trust is built, it will last. If relevance is maintained, audiences will follow. These figures are not the end of the story. They are chapters. And new chapters are still being written. So when we look at these numbers, let us not judge them. Let us understand them. Let us respect the journey they represent. Because behind every percentage is a heartbeat. Behind every year is a memory. And behind every trend is a society in motion. That is what these numbers truly mean.